Morning. Good morning, teacher. In this moment, we are with engineer Manuel Garcia, that is engineering
Environmental science and social development.
And this he can answer many questions that help to answer the principal question and majority question in this discovery project. And in this moment also we are with my classmate Nana Pute. And now, good morning.
Good morning, engineer. Good morning, teacher. The first question is, how the distribution of fertile soils in Honduras limits the production of different crops, and how it limits the accessibility of food? What we could do to reduce this limitation?
So, well, in Honduras or in Zamorano, for example, you have different kinds or different types of soil. For example, and in Honduras you have different types of soil also. For example, in the Mesoamerican dry corridor, the Zamorano is inside of this. We have the more poorest soils. For example, you have a big amount of clay. You have bad infiltration of water. So this kind of soil is so hard for the agriculture, and it's the first limit for the production of crops. And I guess in other parts of the country you have best conditions. For example, in the Hamazon Valley or Choluteca, for example, this part. And how we could to reduce this limitation? I guess we need to start with some practice, how to recover the soil, how to enrich this bad soil, and for example, you can add organic matter to improve the condition of this soil.
Okay, and the next question is, how have the Honduran authorities distribute the food around the country and the poorest areas? And what measures have been taken so that there is equity in the distribution of food?
So, I'm not from Honduras, but I live here 5 years ago. But I don't know the politics of Honduras, but I know that I have some friends that working with the government, and they have some programs of solidarity bags, for example, and they distribute these bags with food in the poorest area. But I guess this is not the key, or it's not the solution for the insecurity food in the country. You need to go out with the farmers and work with them in programs, in complex programs from agriculture, how to improve the agriculture, how to hide the level of resilience in these farms.
Well, climate change is affecting food distribution in Honduras.
Yeah, of course. The climate change affect directly the agriculture. The agriculture is the most affected by the climate change. So in that we have 70% of the population of Honduras is dedicated to agriculture. So in this case, the end of the agriculture population, the little farmers, they are the most vulnerable to be affected by the climate change. So in this case, the poorest people is the most vulnerable and is the most affected by the climate change.
Okay, and We know that the climate change is affecting around the world, and Honduras is the most country affecting for this phenomenon. But and how climate change is affecting in agricultural productions.
For example, if you the climate change, how be expressed in the patterns of rains in the area. For example, the last year we have a dry period of time in which we don't have the sufficient amount of water in the soil. For example, all the little farmers from the Santa Ynez, they lost his crops because they don't have water to irrigation the plants. And this year we have the different effect. We have big amount of water, and this is bad for them also because they are lost into the crops again, but the causes because they have so they have a lot of water in the soil.
Well, we discovered that the problems also there is in the markets, and how is the climate change? Sorry, how is climate change affecting the availability of food in the main markets of Honduras? What measures of mitigation for these problems are available?
Okay. So if you know the food markets in Honduras are abastecidos, but they buy the products from the little farmer. The little farmer sell his product to the coyote. In Honduras it's called a coyote. So the coyote sell or buy this product to the food markets, and if the little farmer they don't have a sufficient amount of product, the coyote doesn't have offered this product to the markets. So in this case, the market high the price of the product, and the cost of the life is increased for us. So in this case, we need to go at the cows. At the we need to direct our efforts to the cows, and the cows is the agriculture. Yeah, we need to improve the agriculture. We need to improve the techniques of agriculture with a little farmer.
Okay. And in the last question for this interview, is it important to use efficiently our resource to have a sustainable agriculture? And how does building a sustainable agriculture ensure a good distribution of food?
Yeah, of course. We cannot talk in this time about sustainable agriculture because we need to care the environment and also with the agriculture. We need to advance together agriculture and natural resource at the same time. They need to be only one. Yeah. You need to care the water, the little amount of water, the natural resources. So we will have, because the climate change is now, and we don't know what will happen tomorrow. So we need to be prepared right now.
Okay. Thanks, engineer.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, in this moment we finished the interview, and we obtained different answers about this question that helps to answer the priority, the principal questions about this curriculum. And thanks. Bye.